You're listening to the Second Opinion Podcast. This podcast has been brought to you by Second Opinion Productions. Gaming is our passion, podcasting is our profession. Check us out at secondopinionpod.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Second Opinion Podcast, episode 168, Second Opinion Game Awards. My name is Celeb. I'm joined by my partner in crime, Skelly. What's up, Skelly?
Not much. It feels good to be here, and that it's only us again for the first time in forever.
Yeah, we couldn't get a hold of... Oh, I just dropped something. We couldn't get a hold of Jen, and Toaster wasn't able to come on the show tonight. But we're back for an awesome episode. This episode, as the title says, we will be talking about our best games of the year, indie games, shooter, RPG, so on and so forth. So, before we get down to that, let's go ahead and jump into drinking and gaming. Skelly, what have you been drinking? What have you been gaming?
Drinking-wise, Maker's Mark. It's been about it. Maker's Mark and Coke.
Okay.
As far as gaming goes, I have not touched my Xbox One in like a week. I've been working on installing an arcade emulator on my computer called Hyperspin, and I'm getting all of my retro consoles set back up on there. So I've been doing a lot of like old school arcade game I'm playing, like going back to, I don't know if you remember a game called Rostan or Rostan,
Yeah.
I can never pronounce it, but it's like, it's a side scroller. And you're like, it's kind of like Conan the Barbarian, like side scroller. It's so much fun. I remember when I was a kid playing it at the bowling alley while my parents were bowling, and I would just feed quarters into that damn machine. So, playing a lot of that, and also Gauntlet Legends and Gauntlet Dark Legacy.
Okay.
So, getting back into old school arcade games.
Awesome,
Loving
man.
it.
Well, drinking-wise, I am drinking a Heineken Dark. And gaming-wise, I have been playing a lot of Star Wars Battlefront since it's Double XP weekend. And a little bit of Just Cause 3. So that is all that I have been gaming. And we're not going to talk about video games coming soon. We're going to go ahead and get directly into our Game Awards. Since Jan and Toaster aren't here, this may go by a little bit quicker than what we had originally planned, but we'll expect
it's going to go by a little quicker, but I am going to have a few additions too. Because so all of you viewers out there, Caleb does every year when we do our like best of the year and video games, like our most anticipated, most disappointed, whatever. Mm-hmm. We always leave it up to Caleb to come up with the list of these games. There's two categories tonight when we get into our most disappointing game of 2015 and also most anticipated of 2016. There's some additions I'm going to have to those two categories, but
that's fine.
And our listeners are going to agree with me over anything that you have on that list or those two lists.
Disagree.
Nope.
But it's okay. I know exactly what you were talking about on most anticipated.
You know, because it's the only game I'm looking forward to. And after playing the alpha,
I don't know exactly which one you're talking about on disappointing though. So
it's also on your best shooters list. So as we can get right into it, and let's talk.
Well, I know what you're talking about. I disagree with you on that. Anyways, let's go ahead and get down in the best indie game. Skelly, you go ahead with that one.
We have, I don't even know how to say this. Is it Axiom Verge?
Yeah.
Okay. I can never say that one right. Her Story, Ori and the Blind Forest, Rocket League, and Undertale.
What do you think, man?
Personally, I think best indie game. Only because I'm huge. Everyone knows that's listened to the show before. I'm huge into esports and, keeping esports, going and supporting it to its fullest. I think Rocket League is the best indie game of the year.
Totally agree with you on that, man. 100%. Rocket League came up out of nowhere, and it's really just shot off. That's one thing I did. I forgot to say on my gaming. Me and Dara have been playing the Snowpack that came out recently, to where it's a complete, like it's a full hockey arena. And instead of hitting around a ball, you hit around a hockey puck. So
see, I am so waiting for that to come out on Xbox One.
Xbox, yeah, man. Yeah, I'm ready for Xbox players to be able to play it, man. And they're going to have some exclusive, they're going to have some Halo-themed and Gears of War themed cars. So it's going to be cool. So yeah, I agree. Best indie game is definitely Rocket League. So now on to best shooter. We have Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Destiny, The Taken King, Halo 5, Guardians, Splatoon, and Star Wars Battlefront. So Skelly, we're going to start with you on that, man. What do you think?
Star Wars should not even be on that list.
Well,
and I love Destiny. The Taken King, it got me back into this series because after I played Destiny the original for a little while, The Taken King was amazing, got me back into it, loved it. Everyone knows how much I love Halo. You know, Halo is one of my favorite series of all time. I'm just talking about a little bit of it real quick for all of them, but I've got to, and for me this year, and it's really sad to say, it's a toss-up between Black Ops 3 and Splatoon. But as far as innovation and throwing something out there that's family-friendly, and even people that aren't hardcore gamers love, I'm going to go with Splatoon.
okay. That's understandable, because I think it actually won Best Shooter at the Video Game Awards. Now, mine, of course, I know Skelly disagrees with me on what I'm about to say, but I very much enjoy Star Wars Battlefront. I think it's a really fantastic game. I know that you have to pay a lot of money to play the whole game, like $119, but I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I really love the game. I've been playing it a lot recently. But with that being said, shooter, you know, of course, I've been playing a little bit more Star Wars Battlefront than I have Black Ops 3. But comparing these games, I've played a little bit of Splatoon, and it was okay. I thought it was fun. I thought it was very fun, but it's not something that I really heavily got into. I do not like Destiny at all. Halo 5 Guardians, I played that at a friend's house, and multiplayer is Halo multiplayer. But Black Ops 3, for me, I think it really feels like a different
Halo?
Call of Duty this year. No, let me finish.
I couldn't hear you because you cut out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
All I heard was Halo 5 gameplay, or Halo 5 multiplayer is Halo multiplayer, and then you cut out.
Huh, okay. No, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, it seems like it's a lot different of a Call of Duty compared to the previous years.
Oh, I agree with you. Even after the patch the other day, I don't know if, or last week, I don't know if you've touched, or if you touched it since then, but that patch made it actually a little bit better. It tweaked a few things, fixed some patches, added some things that people were looking for, and it looks like they finally got Call of Duty back to, or not back to, but to a point where they're listening to the community.
Yeah, but because before they would always say, well, we listen to our community and we've decided to do this or this or this. I don't think they ever really did until with Black Ops 3. I mean, and it's a very fast-paced gameplay. The weapon customization, the character customization, I love the different characters and classes that you can choose. So, in my personal opinion, I think Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is the best shooter of 2015.
That's my honorable mention in that category, second place. So, I mean, I can agree with you on that.
All right, so let's move on to best RPG, Skelly.
None of these for me. We got Bloodborne, Fallout 4, Pillars of Eternity, and The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I'm not a huge RPG guy because I'm a multiplayer fan more than anything. But if I had to pick one of these off of, what I've seen, gameplay, talking to friends, I'd have to go with Fallout 4.
Awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, shut up.
I loved The Witcher 3. I really did. I think it was a fantastic game. But I loved Fallout 4 so much more. Now, I've got into Bloodborne a little bit, but Bloodborne is a little too hard for me. I'm not even going to lie. It's a very hard game. Very, very hard game. And I bought it digital so I wouldn't sell it. Well, about like 3-4 weeks after it was out, I ended up deleting it off my console. I was like, I'm raging on this game too much. But Fallout 4 is a fantastic role-playing game. I love everything about this game. I do feel that there's a little less stories and quests in this compared to Fallout 3 or Skyrim. But with that being said, the exploration as a whole, there's still things that I'm finding. And I'm in love with the game. So that's definitely my best RPG of the year. Best fighting game, we have Guilty Gear XRD Sign, Mortal Kombat X, Rise of the Incarnates, and Rising Thunder. So I, of course, hopefully everybody else agrees, Mortal Kombat X, by far,
yes.
This is the best fighting game of 2015.
Yes, absolutely fun.
What was one thing that you really liked about Mortal Kombat X, Skelly?
I just liked the fact that they added some extra gameplay stuff into it, like the factions and all that stuff, where it gave you a reason to play rather than just, playing one-on-one versus somebody online or a friend. It gave you a reason to go in there and do a little bit more, do the towers and do all that. I also like some of the characters they added into it, like Jason and all of that, the Predator. Yeah. I just liked the fact that I felt like I was playing a Mortal Kombat game from when Mortal Kombat first came out, like Mortal Kombat 2. It felt fun again. Yeah, 'cause I didn't like the last Mortal Kombat and all that stuff. It was just starting to get stale.
Yeah. Well, see, I like Mortal Kombat 9. I thought Mortal Kombat 9 was a good game. It had a great story. I love the way that they actually brought the story over. They just continued it in Mortal Kombat X. But one thing I really loved about this is like what Skelly said. I loved the characters, of course, but I love the story mode in this game. I really love the story mode in this game. I love the enhanced graphics. I love the new moves. And another thing, I love the characters that they brought in to Mortal Kombat with a Combat Pack. Now, Combat Pack 2 has been announced. And what's crazy with that is that you're going to get some classic characters. You're going to get one classic character. I can't even remember his name, so please don't hate me for it. He's the drunk priest or whatever his name is, or drunken master. Then they're bringing a mixture character that's actually all of the cyborgs together. So it's like Smoke, it's Cyrax, and I can't remember the other one's name. I know I'm an idiot. But anyways, it's like all of them in one character. Then they're bringing Leatherface, which is stupendous. I'm really excited for that. And another thing, too, is at the very end of the Combat Pack trailer for the second Combat Pack, it shows Baraka from a scene in the story to where he gets his brain ripped out. And an alien, a xenomorph, pops out of his chest. So if any of you guys remember whenever a xenomorph is implanted into a character, whoever it is, if it's a human, if it's a predator, if it's whatever, it actually merges with their DNA and creates a different style of xenomorph. Well, this xenomorph comes out and it's half Turkakan and half a xenomorph. So that's really awesome. Like, it drops down like a regular xenomorph and then it like pops out the blades like Baraka has. So I'm really excited for that. So definitely Mortal Kombat X for best fighting game of the year. Now, best family game. Let's get into that, Skelly.
Super Mario Maker, Splatoon, Skylanders Superchargers, Lego Dimensions, and Disney Infinity 3. I don't know why you have Mario Maker on the best family game.
Because that's actually what was voted as best family game.
I don't know. I just think like the levels that people are making in that game are way too hard for some of these younger kids. Holy crap on a crap crack.